Welcome you to the JUCO Softball here on JockJive.com. Another matchup in the ACCC featuring Coastal Alabama North. It's softball day as the Chattahoochee Valley Pirates come to town to take on the Coastal Alabama North Coyotes. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kamari Darrington, one of 3 streams here this afternoon to go along with Northwest Shoals and Coastal South Softball, along with Central Alabama and LBW Baseball. In the circle for the Coyotes is Madison Favre. This will be her 17th appearance and 11th start. She's 2-1 with a 6.11 ERA. She's pitched 55 innings, allowed 67 runs on 92 hits with 15 walks and 11 strikeouts. Coastal North comes in with a record of 4-26, 2-10 in league play. Chattahoochee Valley is 8-24 and 1-11, so 2 teams that desperately need series win this weekend. This is the first game of this 4-game series. Alexa McCoy, the center fielder, will lead off for the Pirates. Jada Odom, the right fielder, will bat second. Carly Davis, the catcher, is third. Willie Bennett, the third baseman, is fourth, followed by Whitley Harden, the left fielder. First pitch at 101 is fouled off, trying to butt her way on. And that's how the game begins. Mackenzie Childs, the DP, will bat 6th. Courtney Niles, the first baseman, is 7th. Addison Meese, the second baseman, is 8th. There's a strike. It's 0-2. Batting ninth will be Kaylee Lindsay. The shortstop, Mallory Lyons, will be the pitcher for Chat Valley. 0-2 pitch is downstairs, 1-2. The Pirates have lost 11 straight. Their last win was February 27th against L.B. Wallace. 2-2 is the count. So that one bounces in low. Coastal North won 2 of their last 3. They split this series with LBW this past weekend. This one's fouled off. Count's now 2-2. They've yet to win back-to-back games this year. Well, for Chattahoochee Valley, they would love to break this 11-game losing streak and try to get a run towards the district tournament. And a call, strike 3. So McCoy is down on strikes, and that's the first strikeout of the game for Favre as Jada Odom will come to the plate. Ground ball right side, and it'll roll foul as Odom runs down the first base line. And she's been called out. 2 down. That call had been out of the box when she hit the ball. Maybe the ball touched her. I'm not sure what happened there. But in any event, ground ball to short. And Watley throws across the diamond, gets Carly Davis going to first, and that'll do it. So 1-2-3 inning for Chattahoochee Valley. In the top of the first, Coastal North coming to bat when you come back to Monroeville.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get our streams in this afternoon. Today on JockJive, Northwest Shoals and Coastal South. They're getting on now down in Bay Minette. And then in about an hour, Central Alabama Baseball will take on LBW at 2 p.m. Scoreless after a half an inning. The pitcher for Chat Valley is Mallory Lyons. Her 20th appearance in the circle, her 14th start, 2-8 with a 5.86 ERA. She's pitched 51 in the third innings and has allowed 73 runs on 92 hits with 22 walks and 9 strikeouts. Kayla Williams, the third baseman, will lead off. Jordan Rivera, the right fielder, will bat second. Destiny Holmes, the catcher, is third. Jade Allen, the second baseman, is fourth. Lilia Brewer, the DP, is batting fifth. Deanna Johnson, the first baseman, is sixth. Mary Grace Wiley, the shortstop, is seventh. Madison Freeman, the center fielder, is eighth. Batting ninth, Isabella Griggs, the left fielder. Also, North has a team hitting .222 this year. There's a strike to Williams. Williams hitting .288. Does have one home run with 12 RBIs. The second worst hitting team in the ACCC at .222. That one bounces home, 1-1. Swing and a miss by Williams, 1-2. The Coyotes only scored 75 runs all year. Giving up 271, so you can see when you're 4-26, you give up a lot of runs and you don't score many. Inside 2-2. Ridley Harden's out in left field for Chat Valley. Alexa McCoy is in center field. Jana Odom is the right fielder. The 2-2 pitch is hit up the middle, 4-base hit. And Williams gets on the board at first base for the Coyotes with their first hit of the game. Jordan Rivera hitting .182. Has 2 RBIs on the season. She'll come up second for the Coyotes. Rest of the defense for Chat Valley, Laura Lee Bennett is at third base. The shortstop is Kaylee Lindsay. Addison Meese is at second. Courtney Now is at first. And behind the plate, Carly Davis. Ground ball through the left side. There's a base hit. Went past the third baseman, Bennett. So back-to-back hits to start the game for Coastal North. Destiny Holmes to the plate now. She's hitting .338 with 1 home run and 12 RBIs. This Chat Valley team, their ERA is 6.71. That's the third worst team ERA in the league. Down the line, it's caught. Right to first is in time as Niles makes the catch, steps on the bag, and they're 2 out just like that. A double play. So Rivera's doubled off, and Jade Allen will come up to the plate. So look like it started to be a good inning for Coastal North. Now it's 2 outs in the inning. Williams still at second base. So Niles makes the first big defensive play for the Pirates. And it's a doubleheader. Allen hitting .209. Still a chance for an RBI for her. That's good for a strike. 1-1. Up in the second inning for Chat Valley will be Bennett, Harden, and Childs. Wind blowing up the dirt on the infield here in Monroeville. It's a chilly day here in Monroeville. This is a hit to right field, and that'll be drop foul. So the count is 1-2. Williams and Rivera both hit singles, and Holmes hit line into a double play just a moment ago. So now 2 outs, 1-2 to Allen. Williams still at second base. Up the middle, there's a base hit to right center field, and Williams will be sent home. That will be cut off, and the Coastal North is up 1-0 on RBI single by Jade Allen, her 7th RBI of the year. So Coastal North draws first blood, and Lydia Brewer will come to the plate. She's the DP. She's only hit 138. Does have an RBI. Brewer pops this one up on the infield. This is going to be Lindsay. She puts it away, and that'll do it for the first inning of Coastal North. But Jay Downs' RBI single scores to Kayla Williams. After an inning, it's 1-0 in favor of Coastal Alabama North.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Top of the second, and Molly Bennett swings and misses at the first pitch from Favre. Got a 1-2-3 inning in the first inning. Coastal North up 1-0 here. First game of the doubleheader. Game 1 of this 4-game series. Bennett lifts this one towards right field. It's going to drop in, and there'll be no throw to first. Bennett is safe and has the first hit for Chattahoochee Valley. Here's Whitley Harden. She has the best team batting average at .417. That's 1 home run and 20 RBIs. Good for a strike. That one over towards the left side. It's Watley. Second for one. Throw to first is high. Harden will stay at first base. Fielder's choice for Harden. One down in the second for Childs. Childs one of the best hitters in the ACCC. .410 average. Has 8 home runs and 26 RBIs. The 8 home runs, second most in the league. 1-0 to Childs. With Harden on first. There's a strike. And taking second base is Harden. Holmes could not hold on to it. This is a team in Coastal North that has committed 98 errors this season. Ground ball, left side, base hit. Harden will be stopped at third. That's the second hit for Chattahoochee Valley. And now runners are at the corners with 1 out. Here's Niles. Niles hitting .377. That is a strike. As a team, the Pirates are hitting .362. In the air to right field, and Vera's there. She makes the catch, tagging up is Harden coming home. The throw is late, and Chattahoochee Valley has tied it up at 1-1. Now Addison Meese comes to the plate, hitting .257. second baseman for Chatt Valley. The center field, that will be dropped by Freeman. So that allows Charles to go to second base. And Mises aboard. Kaylee Lindsay, the number 9 hitter in the order, is up now for Chatt Valley. Runners on first and second. Ground ball to third. Williams steps on the bag. That'll do it. And Chatt Valley was able to tie it up, though, in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Game tied at 1.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Bottom of the second. Don't forget, JockJive Sports allows you to watch live broadcasts on our YouTube page for free. Just search JockJive Sports on YouTube and watch today. You can also log on to JockJive.com to watch the live streams. They'll have an embed of the YouTube feed for these streams as well. Randy Johnson leading off the second inning for the Coyotes. Chatt Valley has tied it up in the top half of the inning. Ready for inning number 2 for the Coyotes offense. And that's a strike from Lions. Lions did give a run on 3 hits. RBI single by Allen. Put Coastal North on the board early on. On the strike. Chatt Valley was swept by Marion Military. They lost 8-0 and 5 and 8-2 last Friday, and then at home on Tuesday they lost 8-5 and 11-4. Ground ball to second. This is Lindsay, and there's one out. Now Mary Grace Watley, the shortstop. She's hitting .241 coming into today's play. Madison Freeman, the center fielder, is on deck. That one travels about 36 feet before bouncing in. I'm on the second. And Meese throws out Watley. 2 down. Freeman's hitting .152 on no home runs, 7 RBIs as Griggs now takes the on-deck circle for Coastal North. Glad to have you with us on this Thursday afternoon. Spring break for some of these schools in Alabama. So nobody on for the Coyotes. To open the third inning for the Pirates, at the top of the order, McCoy, Odom, and Davis. One pitch is good for a strike. It's 1-2. Flyers didn't have a lot of strikeouts this year, just 9 all year in 51 in the third innings. This one's fouled off. Again, one of 3 streams happening today. Live down, bottom of the 7th. The scoreless between Northwest Shoals and Coastal South. And at the top of the hour, we'll have LBW and Central Alabama. 2-2. I'll line the target. Full count, and time is called by the home plate umpire, and issue with the catcher's mitt for Davis. So we'll have to either fix that glove or get her another one. LB Wallace, Coastal North, it split with LB Wallace this past weekend on Friday at LBW. Coastal North lost first game 3-1, 5-4 game 2, and then Tuesday, interesting. LBW, Coastal North had a 2-1 lead going into the 7th inning. LBW tied it up in the 7th, then scored 6 runs in the 8th to win that game 8-2. This one was grounded over to Meese, and Meese ends the inning with the throw-out of Freeman. Coyotes go down in order in the 2nd. We go to the 3rd, still tied at 1 here in Monroeville.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Game tied at 1, so we go to the top of the 3rd. McCoy, Odom, and Davis do up for the Pirates. Finishing that story on the LBW Coastal North series. That one's fouled straight back to you. 0-1. So Coastal North led 2-1 going into the 7th. LBW scored to tie the game in the 7th. Then scored 6 runs in the top of the 8th to win it 8-2. Coastal North will come back to win 10-5 and split the series with LBW. First 2 wins of the conference season for Coastal North. 1-1 down the line. That's a fair ball. McCoy is headed for second, and she will stop there with a double. And the 3rd hit for Chat Valley. Now Odom. Odom 0 for 1. That's the bunter way on, and takes a strike, 0-1. bunt attempt, 0-2. Other matchups in Division 2 coming up. Bishop State is taking on Reed Tech this weekend. Enterprise State against Swallows Dothan. MMI against Bevel State. And that's a strikeout. One down in the third. Second strikeout for Favre. Meanwhile, at second base, McCoy took some dirt to the face after that wind gust. Also this week in Division 2, LBW will take on Central Alabama. We'll run through the standings later on. There's Davis, and Davis takes ball one outside. Top of the third, each team has a run. This is hitting there to left center field and deep. Freeman going back to the wall. It's over her head. McCoy had to wait on it. She's rounding third now, and the throw will not happen to the plate. It's 2-1. Pretty well hit the center, a couple of feet away from being a 3-1 ball game. Now Bennett hit a single back in the second. Will come up now as Chatham Valley has its first lead of the game. One good for a strike. 1-1 is the count now. Two and one. To the left side, there's another base hit. Davis will be waved around, and there'll be no throw to the plate. It's 3-1. Back-to-back run scoring hits as Whitney Harden will come to the plate. She reached on the fielder's choice back in the second. Came around to score the first run for Chatham Valley. Right back to the pitcher. Throw back to first. And there's going to be an out. And that's going to end the inning. Just like that. So a double play. As Harden lines out to the pitcher. The pitcher throws to first, gets the out, and doubles off Bennett. But Chatham Valley puts up 2 on the board, and they take a 3-1 lead as Coastal North comes to bat in the bottom of the third.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bottom of the third. Isabella Griggs will lead off for the Coyotes. They trail it 3-1 after giving up 2 runs in the top half of the inning. So runs on 3 hits for Chatham Valley in that third inning. No errors, no one left on base. But a double play ends it, so each team has lined into a double play. Holmes lined into a double play in the first inning, and Harden just lined into a double play to end the third for Chatham Valley. And Griggs takes a strike to start off this inning. Coastal Alabama South 1-0 winners over Northwest Shoals. So they get a win there. Ground ball left side, and got through the left side as Lindsay couldn't stop it. Fourth hit for Coastal North. Back at the top of the order now with Williams. Williams Singleton scored back in the first inning. On the well high, ball no strikes. These two teams play again Saturday at Chad Valley. It's 2-0, so I'm here in Monroeville. Jason Thompson is down in Bay Minette with Northwest Shoals and Coastal Alabama South, and Robert Williamson is calling the action between Central Alabama and LBW, and that'll be at 2 p.m. And that one hits Williams, and Williams will head to first base. So 2-0 with nobody out, and that'll bring up Rivera. There's singled, and then was doubled off after the double play on the line out by Holmes. Bunch shown. Down the third base line. It's a good one. And everybody's safe. Griggs the third, Williams the second. And Holmes now. Holmes lined into a double play in the first. She comes up with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the third. Chance for a big inning here for Coastal North. Holmes takes a strike, 0-1. This is a team coming into the game that scored just 75 runs all year. Holmes fouls this one off, and it's 0-2. Jade Allen is on deck for the Coyotes. Krista Childress DuPont, the head coach at Coastal North. And Steve Osteen, the longtime head coach at Chat Valley. Holmes to the right side, base hit. One run's going to score. Williams is being waved around. The throw comes into second base, and we're tied at 3. Still nobody out here in the third inning. Rivera's up at third. Holmes with a 2-run single. And Allen, who had an RBI single in the first to score Williams. Could give Coastal North the lead again. Allen to right field. This could be trouble. It's caught by Odom. Tagging up and coming home is Rivera. She makes it there. And Coastal North is in front 4-3. That was the first out of the third. We're the 6th batter of the inning for Coastal North. 3 runs in for the Coyotes. Central Chat Valley, I should say, in the last 8 games, outscored 79-33. And Blunt shown is fouled off, 1-1. 79-33, and sweeps at the hands of LBW and MMI. 1-2. Bishop State and MMI. I should say those 8 games for Chat Valley. 1-2, swung on and missed on the high strike. That's the first strikeout for the Lions. And here comes Rihanna Johnson. Johnson grounded out to short back in the second. And she gets it underneath Lindsay, and everybody's safe. Here's Wadley. Wadley grounded to second her first time up. Folsom leading 4-3. 3 runs already in. Trying to add to it. This one's popped up. And it drops home. Everybody's safe for now. And Holmes will stay where she's at. Ninth batter of the inning. Madison Freeman. She grounded out to second her first time up. It's an infield meeting. This is a chance to tell you about other things going on JockJive coming up. Flanders Smith, Southeastern Baptist Baseball, 12 noon on Saturday. And then Northwest Shoals will take on Coastal Alabama South in baseball Saturday at 12 noon. And then I'll be in Bruton for Wallace Selma and Coastal Alabama North. It's coming up on Saturday at 12 noon. All 3 streams starting at high noon. So now for Freeman, she takes a strike. To open the fourth for Chad Valley, Charles, Niles, and Meese. Popped up again. It's Lyons, the pitcher. She handles it, and that will end the inning. Well, Coastal North puts up 3 runs to regain the lead at 4-3. We go to the fourth here on JockJive Sports.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
So it looks like after 3 innings, Coastal North just took a 4-3 lead with 3 runs in the bottom half of the third. As we go to the fourth. Might have you with us on this Thursday afternoon. JUCO softball on JockJive. Mackenzie Childs leads off. Single back in the second inning. And right over to Williams. And Williams' throw was off the mark with Johnson able to make the tag for the out number 1. Courtney Niles, the first baseman, now back. She had a sacrifice fly which scored a run back in the second. And over to second. And it's Allen. And it's like that. So up, 2 down. Here's Meese. And Meese hits this one towards right. And Avera is there. And that was a quick inning for Coastal North. 3 up, 3 down. Chat Valley trails by a run. Coastal North looking to add to their lead when you come back.
Just about all white Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Number the fourth, same three that started the third inning will start the fourth for Coastal North. All 9 batters came to the plate for the Coyotes in the third inning. They scored 3 runs on 4 hits and an error. Greg started the inning with a single back in the third inning. And the 7 hits for Coastal North. Northwest Shoals, Coastal South, gearing up for game 2 of that doubleheader. Of course, LB Wallace in Central Alabama playing at the top of the hour. That one gets away, and again, the Dust Bowl has officially arrived here at Monroeville. It's going to be a tough day with the wind, especially these athletes trying to navigate through that. Down towards third, it bounces off of Bennett, and Griggs is on board. Back to the top of the order now with Jacayla Williams. She's reached base twice, has scored twice. I don't know why the target 1-0. Single back in the first and scored, and was hit by a pitch and scored back in the third. One on the Williams, bunt. Down the first base line, it's a good one. Throw to first is over the top. Meanwhile, going to third is Griggs, and Griggs will be stopped there. Throwing error by the pitcher. So nobody out, and runners at the corners. Another chance for Coastal North to extend what is a 4-3 lead right now. Destiny Holmes is on deck for the Coyotes. In the end of center field, and McCoy still going back. It's overhead. Griggs will score here, and in the second, and now we got 2 players at the same base. Throw back to first is in time, but it's thrown away. Williams ends up at third base. Boy, that was some Keystone Cops right there, and it ends up working out. Coastal North leads it 5-3. A very long single on that one. Holmes had a 2-run single moments ago in the third inning. Lined into a double play back in the first. Strike 1 to Holmes. And those 2 will talk with Holmes now. It was almost disastrous for Coastal North after taking a 5-3 lead. And interesting move here. Meese has gone from second base to shifting right next to the pitcher's circle. I hadn't seen this in softball. As that pitch was inside for a ball. Rivera goes down to second base. So the shift is on, if you will. This is hit to center field. Could be trouble. Right side, and it couldn't make the catch. Williams scores. Avera's held up at third, and it's 6-3 Coastal North. Now Allen to the plate. His third RBI for home. She's got 15 now on the season. Still nobody out here in this fourth inning. So, dangerous time here for Chat Valley. Out of the target 1-0. Down by 3. Chat Valley's lost 13 of 15. Sorry, Coastal North lost 13 of 15 and snap a 12-game losing streak by defeating LB Wallace. 2 of the last 3 games. Home plate umpires on uncover home plate. Allen up the middle off the pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit. And Avera will score and make it 7-3. Three runs are in from Coastal North, and now the Coyotes have a 4-run lead. Still nobody out here in the fourth. Brewers 0 for 2. Pumped out the shortstop on the first, struck out in the third. Tries the bunt, and it's upstairs, throw down to second. Goes to the legs of Meese, and heading home is home. She'll score. It's 8-3. And now coming home is Allen. She scores. It's 9-3. Well, Chat Valley having some issues in the outfield. And Coastal North is taking advantage, and now a 5-run inning. Brewer takes a strike. It's 1-1. Still nobody out. Brewer to left field. That is going to drop for another hit. And now it's Johnson. Johnson reached on the error back in the third and is grounded out. 3 errors in this game for Chat Valley. We'll have a pinch runner at first base. Delana Peters will run for Brewer at first. Downstairs, so it's danger zone time here for Chat Valley. Still nobody out here in the fourth. Let's put up 2 more runs. That'll put Chat Valley last sticks of this game. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1. During this 11-game losing streak, 3 of the losses by Chat Valley have been in extra innings, but 3 have been by the run rule. Johnson to third, throw to second for 1, throw to first is in time, and they're 2 out. Second double play turned by Chat Valley. Now 2 outs is Mary Grace Watley. Swing and a miss. This is the eighth batter of the inning. Madison Freeman, who's on deck, would be the 9th batter if she's able, if Watley reaches safely. Two balls and a strike. Two and two. Swing and a miss. The bat went further than the ball did. That'll do it for the 4th. Coastal North puts up 5. Just gotta get some stickum on those gloves there. 9-3 is the score. We'll go to the bottom. We'll go to the, what inning is this? The 5th inning. We're going to the 5th here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Well, Madison Favre comes up now with a 6-run lead. And Lindsay leads off the 4th inning for Chatt Valley. Also, North looking to go to the 3-13 at home. So pitches inside for a strike. 2-1. Turns the bunter way on. Fire throws to first. It is in time. One down here in the 5th. Ground ball is short. It gets underneath Watley and into left field. Jade Odom was 0 for 2. Boy, just hit that last single now. So we've got a pinch hitter for Chatt Valley. Ryan Holbrook is the pinch hitter for Odom. Holbrook is hitting .222 with 4 RBIs on the year. That one's line foul, 2-1. Thursday is also the first day of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championships. Creighton already beat Louisville. Purdue just finished off a 75-63 win over High Point. This one to right field, and Rivera's there to make the catch for the second out. Wisconsin is up 11 on Montana. 11:35 left there, and Houston up 28 on SIUE at halftime. Alabama State and Auburn are about to tip off in about 3 minutes. That throws wide. It's backed up by Allen. Ball no strikes to Davis. 2 outs here in the 5th. 1-1. Due up in the bottom of the 5th for Coastal Alabama North. Freeman, Griggs, and Williams. If this one, if Coastal North scores 2 more runs, they will get a run rule victory in the bottom half of the 5th. 2-1. They scored in each inning except for the second. Cannon's down 3-1 to Davis, the catcher for the Pirates. And the count is full. Only a pair of strikeouts for Favre so far. The defense has done the rest of the work. That one to left center field, and that will go all the way to the gap. Rounding third is McCoy. She will score. It's going to be an RBI double for Davis, and it's 9-4. Ben has a pair of singles. All pitches outside. Swing and a miss. Harden is on deck. It's now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Nice string pull there. And that ends the 5th. That's the 3rd strikeout for Favre. Well, 3 runs now will do it for Coastal North as we head to the bottom of the 5th here in Monroeville.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Bottom of the 5th coming up. We've got a new pitcher for Chattahoochee Valley. Savannah Rourke will take over for Lions. So Lions is finished for the time being. Rourke will come in for her. 4 innings pitch. 9 runs on 12 hits. Did have a couple strikeouts. She did not walk anyone. Ground ball off the third baseman. Throw from the shortstop is not in time. Alyssa Holmes with the hit. So base hit for Holmes was hitting 220. Griggs has a pair of singles in the game. That's the 13th hit, by the way, for Coastal Alabama North. Bunt is fouled off on 1. Ball strike with Griggs. Went to the top of the order with Williams after this at bat. Coastal North 1 run in the first, 3 runs in the third, 5 runs in the fourth. And that one down the line for hit number 14. Here's Jacayla Williams. Griggs has 3 hits in the game. Williams has reached base all 3 times. Reached on there on the throw from the pitcher. Another bunt. This time was fouled off, 0-1. Send Holmes back to second base. Off the foul ball. Williams shows bunt again. This time she pulls it back. And it's 0-2. Looks like it goes above her hands there for a second. Jordan Rivera's on deck. This is the right center field, and this one's going to drop for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Rounding third is Holmes. Holmes will score easily. Here comes Griggs. She's rounding third, and now we're going to have a run down. Williams is going to go back to second, and now Griggs is going to try to come home. It was dropped. Griggs scores. It's now 11-4. And now Jordan Rivera will come to the plate, and Williams represents the winning run there in third base. Down the line, it's fouled off. 0-1. Nobody out here in the fifth. Holmes is on deck. One run will do it now for Coastal North. Down the line again, 0-2. Really, anything will do for Coastal North. Sacrifice fly, a base hit. Even putting in play, way Chad Valley's been fumbling the ball around. Might score that way. This is heading there to left field, down the line. That's going to twist foul. Counts 0-2. I got Chad Valley down for 4 errors. Seems like there are more of them in this game so far for Chad Valley. Chad Valley had 76 errors coming into the game. So less than Coastal North, but still pretty high volume. Downstairs, 1-2. Holmes is on deck. She's got 3 RBIs, a single and a double. It's also lined into a double play. Zavera that's at the plate right now. Trying to add to her 3 hits. And Avera swings and misses. So that's the first strikeout for Rourke. But Holmes now with a chance. Again, Williams represents the winning run at third base. Holmes left center field. That's going to do it. Williams will score. That's hit number 16, and Coastal North wins it 12-4. She's still around the bases. She doesn't have to. She'll stop at third, and that is the ball game. So Destiny Holmes singles it in. She went those 3 for 4, has 4 RBIs in the game, and is 12-4 in 5 as Coastal North gets its first back-to-back wins of the season. They're now 5-26, 3-10 in league play. Chatt Valley falls to 8-25, 1-12 in league play, and it's 12 straight losses now for the Pirates, and so they'll try to get it back in game 2. That'll do it for now from Monroeville, Alabama. We'll have game 2 coming up at about 2:40 here on JockJive Sports. Thank you for joining us for now, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes here on JockJive Sports.
once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
Yeah, this isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
pastry baking at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Give you Coastals because it's pretty much the same as last game. And then I'll give you this. I just need that one back when you get to it. You want me to close this door?
Yeah, if you can.
It's a little chilly.
Thank you. Who's the flex?
Delana Peters at third base.
Thank you. Ready for game 2 here from Monroeville, Alabama on JockJive Sports. Carly Davis leading off for Chattahoochee Valley. Game 2's first pitch is at 2:29. It's for ball 1. Randy Johnson will pitch for Coastal North here in game 2. And that is good for a strike. It's 1-1. Coastal North just took a 12-4 win over Chattahoochee Valley in 5 innings. Scoring 11 runs over the final 3. Carly Davis, the catcher, will lead off. Followed by Whitley Harden, the left fielder. Mackenzie Childs, the DP, will bat third. That one off of Peters. That's a fair ball, and that'll be base hit for Chat Valley. I'll bring up Harden, the left fielder. So Peters playing at third. And they're gonna switch some players around here. Peters will come out, and that's gonna put Destiny Holmes at third base. So quick subs here. I believe Freeman went to looks like Freeman is going to play at short. No, sorry, Mary Grace Wiley is at short. It'll be Freeman playing at first. So just moving everyone around. Izzy Griggs is out in left field. Alyssa Holmes is the center fielder, and the right fielder is Jordan Rivera. Okay, so Holmes is at first, Freeman goes to center. There's a strike. So for Freeman. And we'll reset the Coastal North defense here in a minute. Meanwhile, Harden's at the plate now, and she lifts this one to right center field. So that's a base hit. Davis goes all the way to third on the play. And Chat Valley's in business here, nobody out in the first. Now Mackenzie Childs, the DP. I'm good for a strike. On 2. Go to short, it's Watley. It's just up on the bag for 1. Throw to first is going to be 9 time. A run does score from third as Davis scores. And Chat Valley is ahead 1-0. Fielder's choice for Childs as Bennett comes to the plate now. Up the middle again, another hit. Childs goes to second, and Bennett is aboard with a third hit for Chat Valley. Just one out here in the top of the first. Courtney Niles, the first baseman, now bats. She'll be followed by Addison Meese, the second baseman, Kaylee Lindsay, the shortstop, Alexa McCoy, the center fielder. Jada Odom rounds out the lineup. She's out in right field. So here's the defense for Coastal North. Izzy Griggs is in left field. Madison Freeman is in center. Jordan Rivera is in right. Destiny Holmes goes for first to third. Margaret Wright leads at shortstop. Jane Allen is at second. And Alyssa Holmes is at first. Jacayla Williams is behind the plate. 2-0 is the count now. Two and one. So, not sure what happened with Peters. They at third base. Up the middle again. Lionel will step on the bag for one. Throw to first. Not in time. Alright, 2 out, but there are also runners at the corners. So Bennett is retired at second base. And Miles reaches on the fielder's choice. Here's Meese. Gets away from Williams, but no one's coming home. Ground ball to third, Holmes to Holmes, and Holmes picks it up. And that'll do it for the first inning. That run does not score, so it's 1-0 in favor of Chatham Valley as they score first here. We come back to Monroeville.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Madison McGowan makes her 19th appearance in the circle from Chatham Valley. Her 15th start, she's 5-8. With a 5.58 ERA, she has pitched 7 complete games this year. She's pitched 85 in the third, most on the team. She's allowed 89 runs and 151 hits, 68 runs earned, 23 walks, 50 strikeouts, second most in the ACCC. Kayla Williams, the catcher, will bat first. Right center field, and that'll drop for a base hit. So, much like we've seen in the first game, both teams off to good starts in the first inning. First pitch sent to right field. There's Avera. Avera 3 for 4 in game 1 with 3 hits. See, well, the defensive changes in the batting lineup looks to be the same coming into this first at bat for Coastal North. This is Holmes, the third base, will bat third. Jane Allen, the second base, will bat fourth. Rihanna Johnson, the pitcher, will bat fifth. Popped up. It's an out, and throw back to first is not in time. A little hesitation there by Niles. So they tried to bunt it. And Williams just gets back to the bag at first base. Now Destiny Holmes, the third baseman, who finished off the game-winning single. It was really, she turned a triple before the play got stopped, so technically she had a triple. She was 3 for 4 in game 1. Regulars while the shortstop will bat 6th. Izzy Griggs, the left fielder, will bat 7th. Alyssa Holmes, the first baseman, now will bat 8th. And Freeman, who was the DP, is now in center field. She'll bat 9th. Popped up towards shallow center. Oh, what a catch by Lindsay, who had to come in all the way from the shortstop spot and gets a big hug from McCoy after making that catch. That could have been just about anything right there. So now Jade Allen to the plate. I had a decent game 1. She was 2 for 2. A pair of RBIs. Also a sacrifice fly. Good for a strike. 0-1. First game took just over an hour. And Coach DuPont going to talk with home plate umpire. So, both umpires going to get together. Not sure what the discussion was about. Speaking of the pitchers, Randy Johnson came in. This is the 18th appearance in the 13th start. Going through with a 9.43 ERA. Has pitched 6 complete games. Just pitched a 24th inning. Allowed 57 runs on 65 hits. Seven walks and 13 strikeouts. So Allen, they mismarked her number on the lineup, so that was the issue there. So she's 21, not 23. They ended up having 2 23s on the lineup. So in any event, no good for a strike. Now back to live action. It's 0-2. This is hitting the air to right center field. McCoy comes over. She's got the ball, and that'll do it. So nothing doing after the leadoff single by Williams. And we'll go to the second inning with the score 1-0 in favor of Chatt Valley.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
action in silence as there's a funeral procession going by the softball field right now. Thoughts go out to that family and condolences to that family as well. That's why one stopped for right now. A 1-0 lead for Chad Valley. We're getting ready to start the second inning once the funeral procession clears. Ready to go back to live action now. Chad Valley got the first run of the game on a fielder's choice by Childs. Kaylin Lindsay will lead off against Randa Johnson. And this one is a quick winner to Watley. And Watley throws it from her shortstop spot for the first out. Now Alexa McCoy. Chance for Chad Valley to snap a 12-game losing streak. And just lost their 12th in a row, and that 12-4 loss to Coastal North. 1-1, that was fouled off. These two teams scheduled to play again Saturday in Phoenix City. Bunt laid down and fouled off, so it's now 1-2. First back-to-back wins this season for Coastal North after that 12-4 win. They defeated LB Wallace 10-5 on Tuesday in the second game of that doubleheader. 2-2. For Chad Valley, their last win was against LBW. 7-3. Down the line, that's a fair ball for McCoy. And it goes all the way to the corner. McCoy's going to go for second. The throw will be cut off. And it's a double for McCoy. Fourth hit for Chad Valley. JockJive Sports offers premium subscriptions with downloads with on-demand content. For more information and to subscribe, visit JockJive.com. There'll be a link to subscribe to the on-demand page. You can go back and relive these games. Ball no strikes to Odom, right fielder. Ground ball to second. This is Allen. They'll take the out at first. 2 down. Runner goes to third. And that'll bring up Davis at the top of the order. Singleton scored back in the first. Down the line, that is a fair ball. 1 run will score. Davis is going to go for second and make it there, and she'll stop there. An RBI double. It's 2-0 Chad Valley. to short. It's Watley, and that'll do it for the second inning. So Chatham Valley does pick up a run and lead it 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Don't forget to join us on Saturday for Southeastern Baptist College baseball as they will take on Philander Smith at 12 noon. Also at 12 noon on Saturday, Northwest Shoals at Coastal Alabama South baseball. A lot of baseball on Saturday. Well, Selma and Coastal North will battle at 12 noon on Saturday. And those games will be right here on JockJive Sports. Right now, at the bottom of the second, it is 2-0 in favor of Chatham Valley against Coastal Alabama North as we get set for the bottom of the second. Randy Johnson, the pitcher, will lead off. Johnson's hitting .239, no home runs and 8 RBIs. Takes a strike. Johnson fouls this one back. The middle 1-2. Lands a couple of feet away from a couple of patrons there. One and two. There's one of 3 streams currently going right now on JockJive today. Also have Northwest Shoals and Coastal South softball right now. Coastal South with a 5-0 lead at the bottom of the third. That one down the line, but foul. Still 1 and 2. The other stream is baseball. Central Alabama takes on LBW. Trojans and the Saints. And McGowan waiting for that dust to settle down a bit after the wind. Johnson, the center, that will drop. Second hit for Coastal North. MG Wilder, the shortstop, will bat now. One for 3 in game 1. Back-to-back hits for the Coyotes. So they try to wake their bats up a little bit. Griggs, the left fielder, now to the plate. 2-0 in favor of Chatham Valley and running each of the first 2 innings for the Pirates. Been inching in closer there at third base. Griggs shows bunt, and he gets away, and runners will advance. Count is 1-0. Griggs went 3 for 3 in game 1. All 3 singles. Also padded out 16 hits in that win moments ago. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Count now 3-0 to Griggs with Holmes, Alyssa Holmes on deck. .30 is good for a strike. Peter so far has given up 3 hits. Ground ball, a bunt, and going back to third is Johnson. We'll get the out at first. Holmes first baseman. He's hitting .220. Ball no strikes now to Holmes. Madison Freeman, the center fielder, is on deck. That one gets away, and coming home is Johnson. Johnson will make it. It's 2-1 Coastal North. So Johnson scores from third on the wild pitch. And Coastal North will in a run. Watley goes to third on the play. And Holmes has a chance to tie it up. And again, wind blowing the dust all around. I'm not sure if you're McGowan, you want to kick up any dirt like this. Yeah, I know she's trying to, make a place for her to plant, but right now might not be a good time where the wind is blowing around. There's a strike. Throw down to third, not in time. Count is 2-1. Another score that we know of today, Coastal South defeating Northwest Shoals 1-0. This is popped up right side, and coming over is Meese. She's got the catch, 2 down. Freeman, the center fielder, to the plate now. I'm good for a strike. So then the third for Chattahoochee will be Childs, Bennett, and Niles. And there's a swing and a miss. And it's now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Hit in the air towards shallow left center. It's caught on the back pedal by Lindsay, and that will do it for the second. But Coastal North does put up a run to cut the lead in half. We go to the third with Chat Valley leading 2-1 here on JockJive Sports.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
To the one, top of the third. Childs, Bennett, and Niles do up here for the Pirates. There's a single for Childs, the sixth hit for Chatt Valley. It's 2-1 contest. A couple of kids causing some havoc here near the press box as Bennett will come out, and we will have a new pitcher, looks like, for Coastal Alabama North. So Rihanna Johnson will be done for now, and coming in will be Lydia Brewer. So she'll pitch for Rihanna Johnson. We'll come back in a moment here on JockJive Sports.
Discover pastry baking at Coastal Alabama Community College.
The second pitcher for Coastal Alabama North is making her 11th appearance. She's 0-4 with an ERA of 8.75. She's pitched 32 innings, has allowed 76 runs on 72 hits with 23 walks. 12 strikeouts on the season. So Bennett will be the first to face Brewer. And Bennett takes a strike from Brewer. Nobody out here in the third. Childs reached on a single before Johnson was pulled. Ground ball to short. Watley to second. To Allen. Throw to first is wide. Took her out the bag. So they get one. Here's Wilder. They're going to try it again. This time Wilder will step on the bag and throw to first. This one is wide. And headed for second is Niles. And Niles is out. That's what they're going to call her. They're going to call her safe at second base for obstruction of him. So obstruction is the call. There are 2 outs in the inning, but Niles is able to get to second base. Ground ball to third. Long throw. The first is in time. What a throw by Peters. And she ends up getting Meese at first base. So Chatt Valley does come up empty. Bottom of the third coming up. It's 2-1 in favor of Chatt Valley.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Top of the order duo for Coastal North in the third inning. We'll start with Williams, followed by Avera and Destiny Holmes. Williams singled back in the first. Popped up right side, not enough room. Ball's on the strike. I'm in 26 against 8 and 25. Swing and a miss. 0-2. McGowan's actually having a pretty decent season in the circle, although a record may not indicate that. She also has, she's second in the ACCC with 50 strikeouts. She does give up a lot of hits. She's given them 151 hits. She's 5-8. But this is a Chatham Valley team that's given up a lot of runs. Only 68 of the 89 allowed by McGowan have been earned. Bennett from third. Got Williams at first base. One down. Vera tried to bunt her way on, but it popped it up and it was caught by Niles. Niles back in the first inning. It's the one in favor of Chat Valley. Swing and a miss. Oh, swing and foul off. 0-1. Popped up. Misa's there. 2 down. Destiny Holmes is the batter. Holmes popped out of the shortstop for first time up. 2 down here in the third. On the right side and lines it right to Meese, and the Coyotes go down in order with the top of the order to the plate. So we played 3. We go to the 4th. 2-1 in favor of Chatham Valley here on JockJive Sports.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
So let's recalibrate the Coastal North defense. Peters is back at third. Destiny Holmes back at first. Alyssa Holmes is back in center field. Lindsay will, this will be a pinch hitter. It looks like Holbrook will hit for Lindsay. So she'll face Brewer to start out the 4th inning. McCoy will follow Holbrook. And Holbrook fouls this one off. 0-1 in the first game. She hit for Odom and a fly out to right. And that one hits Holbrook, and to first base she goes. Now McCoy doubled back in the second. And Peters stumbling and bumbling. She could not get the throw to first base. As again, the dust comes up. And now here's Odom. Peters is still able to get off a throw despite being... I think not only did she stumble, I think the wind got a hold of her as well. Another pinch hitter. Oh, sorry, Odom's still going to hit. Lindsay's going to come back into the game and run in Holbrook's spot, so she's back into the game now. Odom shows bunt, lays it down. Down the third base line, and that was way over the head, but foul ball was called. I think the bat, she laid the bat down in fair territory, and I think called a foul ball. So Odom, I believe, is out. Might have hit the ball as she was leaving the box, outside the batter's box. I think the second time that's happened to her today. Happened in the first game as well. 0-1's the count now to Davis. We're back to the top of the order for Chatt Valley. Pirates lead 2-1. Runners on first and second, 0-2. Swing and a miss. So now it's the first strikeout for Brewer. That is the first strikeout for either of the Coastal North pitchers. Brewer, the second pitcher, throwing in relief for Johnson. Here's Harden. And Williams blocks that one, 1-0. Up in the bottom of the fourth for Coastal North will be Allen, Johnson, and Watley. Ground ball past the shortstop Watley. Lindsay will be sent home. Here comes the throw. It is cut off, and it's 3-1 in favor of Chatt Valley. Runners still on first and second with 2 out. So Lindsay comes back in, scores. Harden with an RBI single. And I'll bring up Mackenzie Childs. 3-1 in favor of Chatt Valley now. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One of my final 4 picks is in trouble already. Clemson is losing by 18 at halftime to McNeese. It's halftime. They'll be all right. 3-1. The count is 1-2 now. And that one in the dirt. Williams blocks it. Count down 2-2. This is Let's see. Auburn up by 8 on Alabama State in the second half. That's a close game. Wow, the target 3-2. Let's see what else is. Ground ball towards third. It's Peters. High throw, and Holmes is there to make the play. Chat Valley puts up a run in the fourth, and they now lead it 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth here on JockJive.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Jay Allen leads off the fourth inning for Coastal North. As they trail it 3-1. Glad to be with us on this Thursday. One of our 3 streams this afternoon. 2 for softball, 1 for baseball. Closing in on the month of April. This is March 20th. As this is a ground ball to short. Lindsey's throw is not in time. Allen beats out the throw and puts up the 4th hit for Coastal North. Brandon Johnson started the game as a pitcher, and now is the DP. She singled and scored back in the second inning. Can't wait to get home and watch the second half of the day of March Madness. It's going to be a good evening. As a strength, Troy playing later on this afternoon against Kentucky. Out there in Milwaukee. This was popped up right side. That's off the top of the Chat Valley dugout. 1-2. Nobody out here in the fourth. Tyron is at the plate. Good year for the state of Alabama in college basketball. Was Troy won the Sun Belt title. Alabama and Auburn had 2 classics. This is hit in the air to left field, and running in is Harden, and Harden makes a basket catch. That throws wide, and going to second is Allen, and Allen is going to get there. So a bad throw, just trying to get it back to the infield. Allows Allen to advance to second base. Wiley singled back in the second. Sometimes his pace is just get the ball right back to the pitcher. Wide the target. Ball no strikes. Yeah, it's pitched well here this afternoon. Hasn't struck anyone out, but only 1 run on 3 hits, now 4 hits. Ground ball, that ate up Bennett. And now we got Bennett. And headed for third is Allen. Allen will make it there. Watley goes to second base. And now Chad Valley's going to have another infield powwow. After Saturday's doubleheader, Coastal North will have a doubleheader at Coastal South on Tuesday, and then have a 4-game series with Enterprise State starting at Enterprise State on the 27th. They'll be at home a week from Saturday. Chad Valley will take on Bevel State next week. Griggs ran it out her first time up. He's 0 for 1. Griggs to right center field. That is going to drop for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Allen scores. Here comes Watley. She will score. It's a 2-run double to tie it at 3. A 5th hit for Coastal North. Now Alyssa Holmes. Good for a strike, 0-1. Holmes back out of the center field. On 2. So 2-run double by Griggs. Holmes at the plate. Brewers on deck. That's fouled back. Still 0-2. Downstairs, and Griggs decides to go back to second. One, 2, left center field. That's a base hit. Griggs had to wait on it, so she won't be able to score, but she will get to third. Meanwhile, Holmes going for second. She makes it there. And on the 6th hit for Coastal North, they've got runners at second and third with 1 out. So Brewer hitting for in Freeman's spot. So Brewer steps in, trying to give Coastal North the lead. Still only 1 out here in the 4th. Kayla Williams is on deck, so go back to the top of the order. To another count. Down the line, Bennett. Throw to first is not in time. Coastal North regains the lead. It's 4-3. RBI single for Brewer. As we go back to the top of the order, now it's Williams. She's 1 for 2. This is the 7th batter of the inning for Coastal Alabama North. Three runs are in. Coastal North has regained the lead. Williams pops this one up and lands on top of the press box. Shot to everybody around here. A loud boom. Down the line, just foul. Did not go past the bag. It was close though. Count was 0-2. Two upstairs, 1-2. Everything Chatham Valley has made today has been very precarious. Right back past McGowan. There's a base hit. And the Holmes is stopped at third. 8th hit for Coastal North. The bases are loaded with 1 out. Rivera's popped out twice. A chance for her to extend Coastal North's lead. 3 runs are already in for the Coyotes in this 4th inning. On the strike. Destiny Holmes is on deck. She'll be the 9th batter of the inning. Another strike. Fair keeps jumping back, but it's not fooling the umpire. 1-2. In the air to left field. Harden drifting back, but she's at the wall. She makes the catch. Meanwhile, coming home and scoring is Holmes. It's 5-3. Now Destiny Holmes, the 9th batter of the inning. This one's popped up on right side and drifting away from it, but able to hold on to it is Meese. That was another one that could have landed for another hit, but also North puts up 4 runs in the 4th and takes a 5-3 lead as we go to the 5th here on JockJive Sports.
We are the Pack.
Top of the fifth, Coastal North taking a 5-3 lead over Chatt Valley with 4 runs in the fourth. Bennett, Niles, and Meese are due up. Ground ball to third. That's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Bennett singled in the first. Racing a fielder's choice in the third. This is popped up right side. Not enough room for Holmes. Still 1-2. Powers led 3-1 and give up 4 runs in the fourth. Trying to snap a 12-game losing streak. Coastal North trying to extend their winning streak to 3. 2-2. Probably for Coastal North, they can at least clinch a series tie with a win here. This is hitting the end of right field and deep. Rivera going back towards the wall. It's going to be overhead and go to the wall. Bennett will race for second base, get there. And it's the leadoff double here in the fifth for Chatt Valley. Now Niles showing bunt, goes forward, takes a, it'll be strike 1. Going high. Good job by Williams. So keep that from going over her head. That's fouled off. 1-2. He's trying to bunt her way on. Meese is on deck for Chatt Valley. They trail by 2. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Brewer. There's 1 down here in the fifth. Meese has grounded out to the third baseman twice. Foul straight back to you. 1-1. Oh, and 2. On a chilly afternoon here in Monroeville. This is heading there to left field. Griggs is there. She makes the catch. Bennett does not try to go to third. 2 outs for Lindsay. Lindsay came back into the game after Holbrook was hit by a pitch. She ran for Holbrook and scored on the RBI single by Harden. 1-0 is the count. Do up in the fifth for the Coyotes will be the same three that started the fourth. Allen, Johnson, and Watley. As he fouls it straight back, it's 1-1. Well, Brewer just picked up a third strikeout right while you were gone there momentarily. Sorry about that. Glad to be back on. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-3 Coastal North.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Now, once again, we apologize for the slight technical delay. Lost our connection there for a moment, but we're back on now. 5-3 is our score. And Allen fouls it off. We're doing pretty good there for a while. Balls on a strike now to Allen, who is 1 for 2 with a single back in the fourth inning. And Allen grounds a foul, and it's 0-2. Two. Swing and a miss. Went up high, and Allen could not stay away from it. One down. That's actually the first strikeout for McGowan in this game. Johnston takes ball one. Down second in the ACCC with 50 strikeouts. Just picked up number 51 on the year. That's fouled off. 1-1. And then that she's given up 5 runs on 8 hits. Each team has 2 errors in the game. Chattahoochee Valley has 9 hits. So Coastal North's 8. Two and 1. MG Watley is on deck for Coastal North. Right up the middle, over the second, it's Meese, and that's throw is off. It's the third error for Chattahoochee Valley as Johnson reaches base. Now Wiley's been on base twice in this game. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Good for a strike. 0-2. Coastal North trying to add to a 5-3 lead. 0-2, ground to the third. I'll go to second for 1. Go to first. In time. They just get Wiley. It's a 5-4-3 double play, and it ends the 5th inning. So nothing doing for Coastal North. We'll go to the 6th. It's 5-3 in favor of the Coyotes.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Played 5. McCoy leads off for Chat Valley. 5-3 is the score. That one goes up high. Drew the second pitcher for Coastal North, reliever Johnson. She's been in since the 3rd inning. She's pitched 2 1/3. Swing and a miss. 2-1. March Madness update. Clemson's in big trouble. They're down 22 now to McNeese with 15 minutes to go. Fouled back. 2-2. Auburn's pulling away from Alabama State. It's now 65-45 in about 9 minutes left in the second half there. BYU up by 3 over VCU, 29-26. 4 minutes left in the first half. Found back, still 2-2. And Gonzaga scored the first 13 points against Georgia. It's 13-0. 4 minutes in over there. That one gets away from Brewer. The count is full, 3-2. Payoff is hitting the end of center field and coming over to make the catch is Avera in the right field spot to make the catch. Well, it's still center field. Good Lord. quick round of the Peters, and that's a quick out. There's now 2 down. That one got away as Davis is now the batter.
Looks like it's broken.
Two and one. Heading into left field and deep. Griggs going back. It's off the wall. And Davis will have a double with 2 outs here in the 6th. 10 hits for Chattahoochee Valley. That one's fouled off. Foul straight back. And 2. Wide the target, 1 and 2. This is fouling off. Still 1 and 2. We'll do it again. Coastal South on top of Northwest Shoals 8-6 in game 2 there. They're in the top of the 6th. Downstairs 2 and 2. And now the count is full. Runner at second, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And there's a walk. So the tying run is aboard. And I'll bring up Childs. He's got 8 home runs this year. In the air, right center field, and this one is caught. Maivera avoids the potential collision, and that ends the 6th inning. So 2 runs are stranded by Chattahoochee Valley. Coastal North will try to add some insurance So it's 5-3 lead, and you come back here from Monroeville.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Griggs leads off the 6th inning for Coastal North. They're trying to add some insurance to the 5-3 lead, and then it'll be last sticks for Chattahoochee Valley. Don't forget to join us Saturday. Wallace Selma baseball take on Coastal Alabama North. Coastal Alabama South baseball will take on Northwest Shoals, and Flanders Smith take on Southeastern Baptist. That'll be at 12 noon as well. 5-3 is the score as we're into the bottom of the 6th. To left field, it drops foul. Count now 0-2. That's the left field. That's going to be foul again. Briggs hit a 2-run double in the 4th. That tied the game at 3 as the dust again wafts the softball field. I would call this game the Smoke Bowl. Sand is... This dirt has been all over the place today. 1-2. With those goggles, glasses on, it's hard to keep that sand out of your eyes. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Griggs. He strikes out. Second strikeout for McGowan. Now listen, Holmes. Holmes with that. Usually players, when they grip the bat, they have both their hands together. She kind of has them a little bit further apart there. Whatever works. 2 balls, no strikes to Holmes. With Lydia Brewer on deck. Brewer just pitched well. In relief of Johnson's just giving up 1 run on 3 hits. On 4 hits. Two and 1. After in front of the mound, McGowan off the mound, throws the first. 9 time. So Holmes reaches. Brings up Brewer. Brewer's 1 for 2. It's RBI single back and before him. Brewer retrieving her bat. Williams is on deck. Hitting the air to left, but that's the line of right to Harden. They're 2 down. Draw some moves and outs from the crowd, but it's a very loud out. Now back to the top of the order with Williams. Williams is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. Due up in the 7th, we Bennett, Niles, and Meese for Chat Valley. Wide of the target. Ground ball to short. Lindsay will go to short way and Meese with the catch. That will do it. Last sticks though for Chat Valley. They need 2 to tie and 3 to take the lead in the top of the 7th.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Top of the 7th. Chat Valley trailing by 2. They need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. Here's Bennett. Brewer has been relieved since the 3rd inning. He's only allowed 1 run on 4 hits. Comes in to try to nail down the final. 3 outs. That one's fouled down the 3rd base line. She has 3 strikeouts. She did hit a batter earlier, and she's walked 1. This is hit in the air, left center field and deep to the wall. Forget it. It is gone. 11th hit for Chat Valley, and it's a 1-run game. Bennett with her 4th home run of the year. Solo shot to left center. So now it's a 1-run game as Niles will come up. In the same situation Coastal North was in against LB Wallace last week. They gave up 1 run in the top of the 7th. The game ended up being tied. They ended up losing 8-2 in the 8th inning. That was just on Tuesday. This has popped up, and it's going to be the second baseman, Allen. She calls off Watley. There's one down here in the 7th. Misa's 0 for 3. This is to right field. On the run is Avera. She can't get to it. The ball's in a strike. One. Good softball game to close out the doubleheader. Lindsay is on deck. Mace in the air. Shallow center could be trouble, and a diving attempt by Freeman comes up short. Holmes, I should say, comes up short, and the tying run is aboard for Chat Valley. He's aboard for the first time. Here comes Lindsay. Downstairs, ball 1. Alexa McCoy is on deck. Ground ball to third. Peters knocks it down, throws to first, and gets the out. Peters stayed with it, and now they're 2 down. Tying run now at second with McCoy at the plate. That's hit in the air, out of play. No balls in a strike. Coastal North 1 out away from its 3rd straight win. Chat Valley with a tying run at second base. No balls in a strike. 1-1. Ground ball, and Chat Valley's down to the last strike. One run lead. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McCoy. Just 2 for 3. It's a double in the second, a single in the 4th, flat out to right back in the 6th. One, 2. Hit in the air to left field. Griggs is there, but she can't make the catch. Coming home to score is Meese, and it's 5-5 Chat Valley. Now Odom give Chat Valley the lead with the base hit. And just like happened on Tuesday, also North gives up the tying runs in the top of the 7th. 1 strike away from being out of here. Ball and a strike. lifted left side. Griggs takes the catch that time, and that'll end the inning. But Chatham Valley does tie it up at 5, but it's all right because Coastal North can win it with 1 run in the bottom of the 7th.
Just about all white. Jones County diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Bottom of the 7th, 5-5 ball game. Coastal North had a 2-run lead going into the bottom of the top of the 7th. A home run by Lorley Bennett, and then an error was allowed McCoy to reach, and he's got all the way around from first and came home to tie it at 5. Going on down to Griggs. I'm sorry, Vera. Holmes and Allen also due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Inside. Count is down 3-0. McGowan has gone the distance for Chatham Valley. And it's a 4-pitch walk. So the winning run is aboard. That's the first walk issued by McGowan in the game. I don't think any pitcher has allowed a walk. There was a hit batter. Drew hit a batter in the 4th and walked hard into the 6th. So this is the first one for McGowan. Now Destiny Holmes, the third baseman. 2-0. Allen is on deck. Chatham Valley's come back to tie things up. 5 runs on 12 hits with 3 errors for Chatham Valley. 5 runs on 9 hits with 3 errors for Coastal North. Holmes tries to bunt her way on, and now 2-2. To the Holmes. Ground ball to third. Then they'll go to second, and they get the out. It's going to be a fielder's choice for Holmes. And that'll bring up Allen. No real argument from the Coastal North side. Allen is 1 for 3. strike shown. Allen can't keep it in play, though. It's 0-2. So Allen's trying to abandon that mission. And Johnson is on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Winning run is at first. Oh, 2 popped up, and no one can catch it. Everybody's safe. Now the winning run is in scoring position. And now it's Johnson. The winning run is at second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Upstairs to Johnson, 1-0. Man, Grace Watley is on deck. Johnson takes a strike. It's 1-1. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Holmes at second, Allen at first. Johnson shows bunt, pulls it back. It's 2-1. Also, you got to think for Chatt Valley, they try to throw anyone out. They've been throwing the ball all over the field today. So that's something else to keep an eye on. 3-1 now to Johnson. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Now Mary Grace Watley. Put the game on the line. And just about anything will do here with just 1 out. A sacrifice fly, a walk, a hit by pitch. A lot of options here. 2-0. Gallen's got to throw a strike here. Time was called. Meese comes over and tries to give some words of encouragement to McGowan, who's upset with herself with the last 2 pitches. Upstairs, 3-0. One more like that, this game is over. This has to be a strike from McGowan. That's high, the game is over. And walking the winning run, Coastal North gets 1 hit in the 7th. That's all they need. Home scores from 3rd, and it's a 6-5 win. McGowan goes the distance, but I think the fatigue set in, and that does it. Coastal North wins it. It's their 3rd straight win. It's loss number 13 in a row for Chatt Valley. Coastal North 6 runs on 10 hits with 3 errors. Meanwhile, Chatt Valley 5 runs on 12 hits with 3 errors. Coastal North goes to 6-26. They're now 4-10 in conference play. Chatt Valley 8-26, 1-13 in league play. 2 teams run it back on a Saturday. out near Phoenix City. Thank you for joining us here on JockJive Sports for JUCO Softball. We'll see you on I'll see you on Saturday from Bruton for ACCC Baseballs. Wallen Summon takes on Coastal North. Also having Lander Smith against Southeastern Baptist and Northwest Shoals against Coastal Alabama North. A lot of baseball coming your way on Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Stay safe. We'll see you this weekend.